Hi again, everyone, and welcome to Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue. Today on Inside Golf, we're going to introduce you to a new segment. I almost hate to say this, we're calling it Out of Bounds. OB sounds better, right? In any event, it's hosted by Leila Mackie. You've seen Leila on the show many times. She's from the Philadelphia section of the PGA. And Chris Nowak, who's also been on our show before. Chris is from South Jersey, down at the shore, and he's also the liaison between the PGA and military and veterans organizations. And they're going to take a look at a couple things in their opening segment on OB. One, some last-minute gift ideas for the holiday season. And the other topic that Leila and Chris will address is a topic that a lot of us interested in the game have talked about, how 2020 has been a crazy year in the game of golf. Crazy in a good sense, more in terms of participation, rounds play, etc. Also, our teed-off panel will consider the topic of what kind of player are you? Are you more into the latest in technology, or are you a field golfer? So it's OB and an interesting teed off next, right here on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirsttphiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. By the Haverford Trust Company. Quality is in our DNA. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA. Experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.
Golf is the great equalizer. For many, this journey is an escape from reality, a chance to be part of a team, a career opportunity. PGA Reach impacts lives through golf by lifting people up, giving them hope, and sending them down an alternate path that they never saw coming. With PGA Reach Philadelphia, as in life and in golf, the most important shot you take is the next one.
They're not just familiar faces. They're your friends and neighbors. It's their small businesses, a beating heart that makes a neighborhood a home. The places with a pick-me-up or a story that inspires, where you can share a taste of comfort with the personal touch that makes our world shine a little brighter. Support small and make a big difference. Make it local. Make it Main Street. Make it Montco.
We're starting a new segment here on Inside Golf. I'm Leila Mackie, and here to help me co-host this segment is Chris Nowak. We're calling it Out of Bounds, and we're talking about any and all topics related to golf. Chris, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, thanks for having me on Out of Bounds. I think we're going to call this OB, Out of Bounds. We'll work our way through it no matter what we decide to call it, right?
Absolutely.
My name's Chris Nowak. I'm retired from the United States Marine Corps, and I work for PGA of America as the Military and Veteran Liaison for Hope. And I'm so excited to be involved with Inside the Golf in this new segment with my beautiful co-host, OB, and we'll try to keep it somewhat in bounds, but no guarantees.
I like it. And today we're going to talk about, since the holiday season is upon us, we're going to talk about any last-minute shoppers that haven't gotten anything for their golfing significant other or anybody that is a big golf fan in their life. So any holiday gifts that you've gotten in the past that you really like, that, just something stuck out in your mind?
Well, hopefully my wife is watching this and I can put my Christmas list in right now. I want a new rangefinder, so just keep that in mind. But personally, I've gotten a couple different rangefinders over the year, and that seems to be the gift, the go-to gift for anybody in golf. I like simplicity. I'm a simple guy. Give me something that just gives me the basic yardage that's not going to burn my phone down. And I actually ended up with the Garmin watch. The simplest, just gives me yardage to green, and that's all I'm really looking for. I found that I've used some different technologies.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I'm texting somebody and really not playing the golf
Yeah.
game myself. Yourself?
That's how I am too. I don't like looking at my phone when I'm in the middle of a round. I'm simple, just want the yardage. I've always used a Bushnell. I will stand by Bushnell for sure, and I just got a new one this year. My old one lasted me in 12 years.
You know, I think it's confusing though when spouses or significant others or you're looking for something to buy someone who is a golf enthusiast or really into golf. I think a lot of people have a tendency to buy golf balls because they think it's easy, and
Yeah.
sometimes they may.
And they're always needed.
Right. Let me buy the most expensive one.
Yeah.
Well, that may not be what the gift receiver is used to playing. So I think that find something that's safe, something that's universal when giving golf gifts. Range finders are obviously higher end.
Sure.
I think some of the water bottles that are out there, the newer ones,
Yep.
outside of the brand names that we know, there are some ones that are very comparable. Clothing, outerwear. I think
Rain gear is always
rain
nice.
gears. Hoodies are coming in.
Yeah.
Who thought hoodies?
I know.
You
I
know?
know. I know. And I've seen a couple of tour players wearing hoodies, kind of those knit, lightweight hoodies. And yeah, who would have thought?
Yeah, I mean, pretty soon.
Really pushing the edge here.
Pushing the edge there. Pretty soon you'll see, cargo shorts
I
back
know,
out allowed
I
on the
know.
golf course. Then everybody's happy once we can
Really?
go back to cargo shorts. But getting back to the golf thing, I think you need to look at more so apparel when buying for your golfer in your family and in your life. You can't go wrong with apparel, pretty much. Just get the right size.
Absolutely.
And get something that's functional and that they're going to wear not only on the course but maybe off the course.
Yeah, we see a lot of those transition pieces that you can wear, casual playing golf or also, out to dinner afterwards. Also, another gift that my fiance and actually somebody else in our office, our own Matt Fry, raves about is his push cart that he's gotten. And especially this year, walking, they love it. And I know a Sun Mountain push cart's always popular, and those are always highly rated. And like one of those kind of small carry bags that you can walk 9 holes and just take a
Don't
couple
they
of
call
clubs.
those Sundays bags?
Yeah.
Sunday bag.
Yeah.
I mean, but you can use it more than Sunday though.
Right.
I think with the push cart, do you think that that's going to be a fashion, a fad that's going to continue? I know COVID, a lot of people went out and bought push carts because you could play golf during the COVID, and golf has boomed during the COVID. Do you think the push cart thing is going to continue?
I do actually. Working at clubs that had an older membership when I was doing my internships and whatnot, people like to walk. It's nice to be outside, and especially if you're, just playing 9 holes by yourself, and that's your form of exercise as you get older. I think push carts will stick around, especially those people that are active. And I mean, Kevin, my fiance, got it, 3 years ago, and he loves it. He pushes or walks and does his push cart more than he rides. So,
when we're talking about golf bags and push versus riding, what do you prefer to do? If you're going out, let's say we're going to play 18 this afternoon. Good weather. Tell me what you prefer. Push, ride, carry, what's?
I'm going to say ride. I used to, it's sad, I used to really love to walk and carry my bag, but obviously I haven't carried my bag in a while. But I used to love to walk and just, I don't know, depending on the course that I'm playing and how many beers I want to have.
Right.
And I usually like to listen to music. Oh, another great gift, side note, is the speaker that I have. It's a Cobra Puma speaker, and it clips on. It's real small, and it gets really loud, and it's just a Bluetooth speaker, so you can clip it on the top of your cart or put it in the cup holder, and it's waterproof. I love it. So
Have
usually,
you lost it yet?
I haven't lost it. I know, it's surprising. I've had it for a couple
Surprising.
years.
A couple
too.
years, and it's
Yeah.
still.
Yep.
I mean, that's what I find. I lose stuff all the time.
Yeah.
One thing I like about the wristwatch, the Garmin, and hopefully when I do get the Bushnell, they have a magnetic. I can stick it right on the golf cart.
Yep.
And just go with it.
Thanks, Chris. This is helpful, hopefully, for all you last-minute gift buyers. When we come back, we're going to be talking about 2020 and taking a look back over the year, and as we move into 2021, what we can look forward to right here on Out of Bounds.
students in our program learn a lot about leadership and how to become a
We
leader.
have a good cause. We've got great kids and people.
It teaches young people not only golf, but the life lessons that golf teaches us.
I've been a better person throughout my career in golf.
We're teaching kids how to be better kids, how to be better people, and to build better communities.
Respect, honesty, courtesy, integrity, judgment.
Not only does it give kids a jump start on the game of golf, but maybe a little bit of a jump start on the game of life.
So welcome back to Out of Bounds here on Inside Golf. I'm here with my co-host Chris Nowak. And Chris, we're reflecting on 2020. This was a very unique year, obviously, for a lot of different reasons. But what were some of your takeaways? You know, good, bad, ugly, whatever.
I'm going to sum up 2020 and kind of sum things up with this thing I witnessed the other day. I'm getting ready to play golf. I'm waiting by the starter. I see a truck pull up. I see two gentlemen get out. They unload their bags. They then proceed to tell the starter they want separate carts. Now, you just rode in the car with somebody in a closed environment, windows were up. You're now going to be outside, and you're telling the starter you want individual carts. That just makes me chuckle. It makes me chuckle because, A, do you just want separate carts and using the COVID card? I think now that's going to be the new thing.
Yeah, or they got in an argument on the way there. And
valid point. Valid point. They didn't look overly friendly when they got out.
Right.
But, I mean, to see that type of interaction kind of, to me, sums up 2020. But having said that, 2020 has been great for golf.
Absolutely. It's
been absolutely phenomenal for golf. And I think you're seeing a lot of new people come into golf. And I think you're going to see a lot of new people, OB, out of bounds, hitting it where we're at, spend a lot of my time.
Yeah, and we talk about that on our Teed Off segment coming up after this, actually, about just how great it's been for the industry and the game. I know I played more this year than I ever have, probably in any other years.
Yeah.
What about you?
I've definitely have played more.
Where have you played the most?
I played the most at Cape May National, down where I live in Wildwood.
Yeah.
Very, very great course, very, very friendly to me. Very, very nice people, nice course. Gets a lot of play in the summer, though. It's, you're looking at a 5.5, 6 hour round, and that's just the realities of a vacation destination.
Right.
Golf, you're down there, you want to play golf while you're on vacation. But I think 2020 has been unique, and I think it's going to give people an opportunity to reflect and hopefully move forward in 2021 with a better golf game, better attitude, but you know what they're still going to be? They're still going to be OB at some point.
That's true, and they just got to keep their head up,
So let me ask you this. Where'd you play most of your golf this year?
I actually played River Winds, the Ron Jaworski course in Jersey, the most this year. It's convenient, it's easy. I live in the city, so you can get there in 15 minutes, basically, 15, 20 minutes. So, and it's been in great shape, and they took a lot of trees out. I don't know how long it's been since you played there.
I haven't played since Jaworski took it over. I mean, marked improvement with the new management and new team over there, or?
Yeah, pace of play's improved. They did take they just kind of took a lot of, waste and trees and whatnot out. So it's a lot more playable. It's a lot more fun. It's a lot more open. I love the skyline. They do a good job keeping people moving. And the conditions were really the best I've seen in a long time there.
My biggest takeaway from remember playing that, and it's been years, is that par 3 that you hit down. You can see the airport, and you can hit down
17 or something, 16.
Tell me how you play that normally when you play.
Oh God, I always play that hole terribly. But it's not a very long hole. It's only like 110, I think, from the forward tees or those next tees back. But somehow I'm always either way short and kind of right on the front edge, or have misclubbed it grossly and I'm over in the water or on the rocks.
Playing that course a lot and playing that hole a lot, do you go up there when you pull up, you know what you're going to hit, or do you look at pin placement?
I usually look at pin placement, wind usually, because it's right on the water there, so you can't get a lot of wind. And because really pin placement there, if it's really far back, you don't want to be over, so you need to, it's okay to be kind of short on if it's a back pin placement. But I would say there's really 2 clubs I would hit on that hole, so I'm kind of in between like my A wedge and my pitching wedge usually, but depending on the wind.
Okay, so River Winds is where you played the most. Favorite place you played this year?
I actually played Saucon Valley this year, and I had played there before, but I had not played the Wayhill course, so that's kind of one of their best courses that they're known for. So I really enjoyed it. I got to play that this summer, and yeah. What about you?
I'm going to go outside the Philly section, and I have a course that's near and dear to my heart, Sage Valley. Sage Valley is one of those unique experiences that you get invited to, you get to play no matter what you're doing. I don't care if you're getting married. Move the wedding. Try to play Sage Valley. Just a unique experience and something that I'm very fortunate to have had the ability to play a couple times.
Yeah, I've heard about that place, and it sounds awesome, and I can't wait to play it one day. Hopefully I get the invite. It's down in my neck of the woods in South Carolina, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's down there. So what do you look for? And let's talk, I'm going to go back to that par 3 because I find it interesting how you approach it. You look at the pin placement on a difficult par 3 versus just trying to put it on the green. See, I'm just trying to put it on the green and trying to keep going OB.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm concerned with. Is just I don't care where the pin's at. Put it on the green for me. But it's interesting. I guess somebody with your experience does look at pin placement and will adjust. What's the most wind you've had to adjust for there?
Usually it's only like, because it's kind of shorter. If I was playing from the back tees, I would say it's probably, you could 20 yards in difference of clubs usually for somebody playing in the back tees. But usually it's only like 10, it's not that much difference. But, you know, we can, later this year, I would love to go take kind of a tour and go play some of these great par 3s as it warms up. Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be a lot of fun. That would be a lot of fun to look and see, because I think par 3s are what a majority of people take away from their round.
They're the most memorable, yeah.
Most memorable holes. I mean, usually they shoot something really good. They may go OB, or they just enjoy the scenery because they always try to do something different with a par 3 versus just straight 150 yards for the most part.
Sure, and it always feels good to get it on the green. Well, thanks, Chris. So we're going to head over to Harry and for our Inside Golf Teed Off segment, and we will see you next time. Have a great holiday.
I think it's there's no question that the younger people to the game are going to be technology-based learners, I think, based on everything else we see right around the world. But I still enjoy just going to hit balls and watching how they fly.
And welcome back to Inside Golf, and we hope you are enjoying your holiday season with us as we continue here in the latter part of December, getting ready for 2021. Is that possible? Hey, we're at Lulu, bright sunny day, and speaking of Lulu, it's in Upper Dublin, Montgomery County. For more on all the great golf available to you in Montgomery County, go to this website, valleyforge.org, click on Montco Golf. Leila Mackie's back with us. Leila is the foundation director with the Philadelphia section of the PGA. Happy holiday.
Happy holidays to you.
And here is Joe Logan, myphillygolf.com. And Joe, you're looking ready to go for 2021.
I am.
I bet you are. And the new president of the Golf Association of Philadelphia. He's had the job now for a few weeks. Fits him like an old pair of slippers. Mr. Oscar Mestri is from Gap and Overbrook. Are you a field player or a high-tech player when it comes to the game of golf?
I know you're going to find this hard to believe, but maybe because of my age, I'm more of a field player.
A field player.
You know, we didn't have computers back in the day, so just remember that.
I know, but you know, you, as your title is, you know, Gap, you have to be president. You have to be on top of all this stuff.
Absolutely, and you know, I do use those other technologies. Overbrook has a launch monitor in the basement.
Okay, well, guys probably have them out on the range
and
too.
People, I haven't seen them so much on the range. I think they'll bring them to the range. You know, the pro staff, because that's kind of what everybody's seeing and is used to at least hearing numbers. But I know that ours in the basement gets used a lot by players that go in there, you know, members that go in during the winter to hit balls and kind of, at least you can see the curvature of the ball, even though you're only hitting it 15 feet in front of you. I think it's, there's no question that the younger people to the game are going to be technology-based learners, I think, based on everything else we see right around the world. But I still enjoy just going to hit balls and watching how they fly. I still have a trust issue with technology. Is it really giving me the true direction and spin and all that? But amazing to see, because I saw the people this past year at Augusta chipping and pitching with
oh wow,
with launch monitors. So it's here to stay, and I guess we all have to incorporate it into our practice sessions if we're going to truly get better and capitalize on everything that's available to us.
Leila, what are you hearing from local pros when it comes to instruction? Technology, it seems like every month something else comes out to kind of make it easier to track where the ball's gone, how it's launched, club head speed, ball speed, all that stuff. Is it a generational thing like Oscar kind of touched on there about more geared toward a younger demographic?
I think it really just depends on the learner, honestly. Like, I still like going out and hitting balls and seeing how they fly just because I feel like it helps me when I'm actually out on the course. You know, it's just hard to get that feel and at least make some slight changes, and knowing you're not going to have that technology out on the golf course with you. But, you know, technology is great. It's going to continue to advance. It's helped teachers a lot, and obviously it's helped tour players a ton, but you still do have to have somebody to explain those numbers to you and to analyze those numbers, which is what PGA professionals are there for. But you know, I don't think it's going to be every kid, oh gosh, yeah, they're using only technology. I think it just depends on what kind of learner you are, and it's fun to see it, you know, fly. So I think it's a little bit of both. But yeah, technology is definitely going to only continue to advance and be in the instruction world.
Now, Joe, when I look at you, I see a guy that would say it's in the dirt. It's not on a monitor, it's in the dirt. Am I right?
Well, you know, I like hitting balls, but I think the technology thing is totally what's happening. I see club pros everywhere investing 20 grand in technology they need in order to stay competitive. I think what's going on in golf is sort of like, remember the baseball movie Moneyball, where these old wizened guys would say, I can pick a ball player out. Well, those guys are being replaced by 23-year-olds with laptops who are never looking up from the screen, and they're the ones who are running baseball now. Well, in golf, now, I mean, you get like, you know, 3 degrees different launch angle, and it makes 15 degrees yards longer. I mean, you just can't fight that technology and stay competitive, certainly not at the pro level.
It brings back the whole thing of lessons, and obviously they're being changed by the technology that is available. Now, you're a pretty good player. Do you still get lessons?
No.
I mean, is it, you've just said, I can't get any better, or
no,
you just don't have the time?
People refuse to give me lessons.
Time is a factor.
It's like the old story. The pro said, you know, I'll give you lessons as long as you tell nobody that I gave you lessons.
I hear you. That's like somebody told me, never put your name on a golf ball.
Right.
Because somebody's going to say, oh, I found this in the water on 13 or something like that. So, seriously, you don't get lessons.
I don't, but I mean, I play a fair amount with Eric Kennedy at Overbrook, and Eric's seen my swing. So, I mean, if I have an issue, you know, I ask, hey, because you just need a second set of eyes or film or somebody to tell you. You do. It's like your car needing an alignment. You get out of alignment from time to time, and you know, just the basics. You need a basic check, and so I do lean on friends and Eric, who play with me a lot, have seen my game, to just say, hey, yeah, that doesn't look like you, and here's what I would do. But
now you're a golf professional.
I am.
Do you go to somebody to take a look at your swing? I mean, if you
do.
You don't have a lot of time to play. I know that. Oh, Eric Kennedy?
Yeah.
He's getting a lot of plugs here. Eric, good to see you, my friend.
And yeah, I'm kind of like Oscar. You know, if I don't go, you know, 6 times a year, but I'll go once a year, maybe twice a year, depending on if I'm trying to work on something specific. And then, because it's just such a small change when you get up to a certain level, it can be something so small. And I can self-diagnose pretty well, except, you know, sometimes you just can't. You need a little tune-up. So yeah, I would say once every year.
Okay, Joe. Who's your Eric Kennedy? You going to make it the hat?
No, but I certainly would be happy to work with.
All right, Eric.
I'll have a look at your swing too. You know, my misses, I've had the same sort of misses forever. So when I hit a ball like that, I pretty much know what it is I did wrong, because I've been doing that for 40 years, you know.
Right.
And all of my misses, I have a real good idea of what caused them. And I'm a big divot reader. You know, you look at there's no wonder that went left, because look where that goes. And so I don't get lessons, but I probably should.
Okay. Sorry, Eric. We'll work them. We'll work them over. We'll send them out there. Panel, thank you. Stay with us. More to come on Inside Golf in a moment.
not just familiar faces. They're your friends and neighbors. It's their small businesses, a beating heart that makes a neighborhood a home. The places with a pick-me-up or a story that inspires, where you can share a taste of comfort with the personal touch that makes our world shine a little brighter. Support small and make a big difference. Make it local. Make it Main Street. Make it Montco.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Inside Golf. From here at Lulu Country Club, we want to thank John Rusk and his staff for helping us send a little bit of a holiday greeting. This is some tree they have here at the grill room at Lulu. And also our thanks to Leila, Mackie, and Chris Nowak. And segment number 1 of our new feature here on Inside Golf moving forward, we call it Out of Bounds. I still hate to say that. I'm Harry Donahue. Remember, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up. And we'll see you next time here on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirstteephiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. By the Haverford Trust Company, quality is in our DNA. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.